Yeah. All right, we are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? How are you all doing? Welcome to episode number 806 of Walking with Purpose Live. Live from the San Francisco Bay Trail here at Bear Island in beautiful Redwood City, California, where I live. And today, I got a show that's going to gonna fire things up. We got a bunch of people walking all together at once, right as I'm about to get on the trail. I'm gonna wait for them to pass on by. Bye, repair guy. How you doing? I support Eli. Hello, my friend. Hello. How are you doing? I'm gonna wait for that group of people to pass on by. Yeah, today I'm going to be specifically talking about one person. And I'm not afraid to mention this person's name, but I'm going to abbreviate their name because I don't want to give them any notoriety. Those guys were going the other way, and then they changed their mind. I was trying to avoid them. But anyway, it's all good. I'm not afraid to mention anyone's name. It's just that I don't want to give them any notoriety or have them grow at my expense. Oh, they crossed the street and now they're going the same way I'm going. Some new people are checking out this trail during this holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend. I gotta say this, you can only poke the bear so many times. You can only poke the bear so many times, and then a response is just warranted. But my response is going to be professional, respectful, mature, but it's going to show emotion, it's going to show energy, and it's not going to be boring like this person is that can't keep my name out of their mouth. They can't also keep my girlfriend's name out of their mouth. And apparently they have no other content besides myself and my girlfriend. And quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of it. It's just old. It's just old, boring, same old song. And one can sit back for a while, not pay any attention, right? Like I haven't paid much of any attention to this one person. We'll mention them in a few here. And they just haven't stopped. In fact, they've amped it up. They've amped up their community postings. They've amped up their videos. They reuse my content, my streams. But what I really care about the most, how's it going? That's Ramon. Ramon just did the short side of the trail. And now he's doing the long side. I'm just going to do the long side. And this person is a megalomaniac. And that's the talk today. We're going to be discussing megalomaniacs on YouTube and how they affect normal people. Because a megalomaniac is not a normal person. Their behavior is not normal. I'll mention who I'm going to be discussing here in just a second. Gotta wait for some more people to pop on in. Today's the last day of the month, so any last minute super chats, super stickers, or channel membership purchases, this is your last chance to get them in before the month closes. It's a beautiful day. It's a very beautiful day out here on the trail. I hate to waste this day by talking about megalomaniacs, especially this one particular megalomaniac that thinks they have the right to talk about me all the time, which to a certain extent they do, but I'm not allowed to talk about them or they threaten to sue me, right? What a load of crap, right? And again, like I mentioned a bit ago, I've been respectful, I've been mature about this, I've ignored all this, and I'll just say it's a woman. This woman just hasn't stopped, and she says she doesn't plan on stopping. She's going to keep amping it up. She's going to keep on trashing my name, reusing my content. And interestingly enough, this woman is a part of the YouTube partner program and is circumventing doing it. And I'm sure you're circumventing, ma'am, by using your federal employer identification number for your business instead of your social that was probably attached to your former channel that was shut down last year for impersonating my business. We're going to talk more about that here today, because this woman just won't stop. I haven't talked about her. I'm not here to trash her. I'm here to state nothing but the facts and the truth. And I'm just sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of actually just one thing. One thing. You keep on coming at my woman, and you keep on accusing me of abusing my woman, Dawn. And that is bullshit. You keep on accusing me of that. And that is slander. Now, I don't care to sue you for that. And I hope to never have to sue you for anything. I don't want to go to court. But you can't sit there and blame other people for slandering when you're the worst slanderer of all. You slander everyone all the time. You slander me all the time. You slander my girlfriend, Dawn. You're a big hypocrite. You are. Just keep banning them, because that's her on a sock account. She's in here trolling, and so is that other millennial dude, and so is some other people from that group. She is a perfect example of a loser. Oh, absolutely. Ma'am, I'm not slandering you by calling you a loser, because anyone that sees your behavior compared to mine, I look like a saint compared to you. and the things that you've done to try to destroy me, ma'am, because for whatever reason, your jealousy, your envy, you say you're not envious, you say you're not jealous, but you've literally tried to get me in trouble with wellness checks, where I passed 2 wellness checks now, one by you and one by another person in your group, right? You duplicated my business on your monetized channel last year as a joke initially. And then when you got flagged down for impersonation and got your channel terminated, rightfully so, then you sued me for wrongfully terminating your channel. And you found some loophole over a business license ordeal. You're in Florida, then you got a business license in Redwood City. So that way you can try to establish rights to my business name. I mean, the whole thing was just odd, ma'am. Your behavior is odd. You did all that because you wanted to knock me out of existence solely because of the fact that you don't like my opinions. You go real life on people all the time, and then you get pissed at people for going real life on you or others. You go real life on people all the time, and this behavior has to stop. My husband supports Eli. What a life she has, says Tia. Well, God rest his soul, Tia, but are you speaking on his behalf? I mean, I don't want to be weirded out by this, but are you speaking on his behalf? I don't know what to say. God bless you, and God rest his soul. God bless him. He's in a better place than all of us. Doesn't have to deal with the bullshit of the modern world, right? You sued me over nonsense. I countersued you for intentional infliction of emotional distress. You tried to dismiss my counterclaim 2 times before we went to court, and they denied your dismissal. And then, to save us the hassle, I offered you a settlement to get this to go away and to show you good faith and to see how you're going to handle this. And you wanted $1,000. Initially, you sued for $2,500. I didn't feel I owed you a penny, but I gave you that money because I wanted to settle this case, because I would have won my emotional distress case, and then you would have appealed the case. Then I'd have to hire attorneys, and it wouldn't be worth it. So I looked at the numbers and I said, you know what? Let me settle this for $1,000. You played me. You cornered me into that settlement. You cornered me into that. You took $1,000 of my money, and now you're coming out and saying that I'm 50 years old, I live in my mommy's house, and my mommy supports me. You think my mom would give you $1,000? GTFOH, she would give you not a goddamn penny. You write these community postings very viciously, almost like you're jealous that you don't live in the home I live in. You criticize my age. You criticize my living situation. I've said it many times. My girlfriend Dawn and I share a house with my mother. It's a 3-story house. We rent out the bottom floor. In essence, we pay the mortgage there. If you don't believe that, I don't give a shit. How many times are you going to project the same thing? How many times are you going to be triggered and jealous over my living situation? Regardless of how you feel I pay my bills, I don't give a shit. You've mentioned this so many times now, and you keep on poking. And then you did one thing today that was unforgivable. I didn't watch your stream, but somebody commented saying that you offered Dawn a place to stay and that you would help her get on her feet until she either got a job or got some other assistance if she were to leave me. I told Dawn that, and Dawn was laughing in your face. And I'm telling you this right now. Dawn will go live soon, not today or tomorrow, but maybe sometime within the next week, and she will tell you to yourself that she would never, ever, ever, ever allow you to take care of her. I heard she has a crush on you. She wants to try to manipulate you, manipulate some more money out of you. Well, she's getting nothing out of me. Because everything with my business now is completely legal. I've got a business license in Redwood City. I've got a limited liability company with the state of California. I've even got a fictitious business name, which means doing business as Elias Melas, doing business as Genuine Networking Association, or GNA, with the county of San Mateo. In California, you get your DBAs, which are also known as fictitious business names. A fictitious business name is not a fake name. It's just saying, it's another way of saying your DBA. I'm Elias Melas, doing business as Genuine Networking Association. Some of those morons on this woman's side were even like criticizing, oh, it's a fictitious name. Do you know what the fuck a fictitious business name is? You morons? ODN, how you doing, Tia? Good, thanks, says Tia. Okay, Tia says, yep, ODN, she is so miserable. I would love to see her more miserable. That's all she does to Eli and others. ODN, I would sue the pants off her if I was you. I'm not at that point yet. I hope I don't have to go to that point. I really hope I don't. I don't want to go legal on anyone. Because here's the thing. Going legal on someone like her, she would have that army, that drama group army supporting her, and then they would never stop. It would just never end. They would all gang up, do streams. I mean, the whole thing would just start up again. I'm not about that. I could care less. I don't want to sue anyone. I'll just give her a piece of my mind. That's all I'm going to do, YouTube style. I'll give her a piece of my mind. Hey, you want to give me a piece of your mind, man? That's all good. I'm not going to do this all the time. I haven't talked about you in a long, long time. But you talk about me every damn day. Because I'm your only content. You got nothing without me, because your audience is all about my content. I thought you were about running your version of the GNA. Part of our settlement was that I agreed to let both businesses continue to run under different class codes. So you've got your own version of the GNA, and you said you're going to run the GNA and make something out of it, but what have you done? Nothing. You've done nothing. All you've done is shifted your focus to drama again. Drama, drama, drama. Which further shows me you don't care about the GNA. You never did. It was never about the GNA. It was about doing whatever you can to try to shut me down, to try to silence me because you don't like my opinions. That's all it boiled down to. That's all it boiled down to. ODN with the $2.99 super chat to the real GNA since 2011, bro. You're getting sued big time, buddy. This can and will be used against you. No, it won't. You can't sue someone for an opinion on YouTube. Send all the soccer accounts you want in here. Make all the threats you want. Because if I get sued again by her, I will countersue her for intentional infliction of emotional distress. The same case again. And I will present my case. I'm telling you this right now. You don't want to sue me. And I don't want to sue you. I don't want this going to court. But I can't control what she does. But if she does do this, then I will countersue for intentional infliction of emotional distress. And there's a lot more to add to the case since the time of the other case. Now, I don't want to go there. But don't come to my fucking house and threaten to fucking sue me when I'm just responding to your garbage. Don't come in here and threaten to sue me. Probably a sock account. I don't think it was her. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know, but it's probably a sock. But regardless of who it is, don't threaten to sue me for responding to your garbage. I want this whole thing to go away. All you have to do, ma'am, is walk away and leave myself and my girlfriend alone. Find something else to talk about. You are an obsessed, creepy stalker, ma'am. I'm telling you right now, you are an obsessed, creepy stalker. You talk about me all the time. You make postings, hateful, very vile postings. I've screenshot all of them. Your postings, ma'am, are not sane postings. They're not postings that a normal person would write. A megalomaniac on the other side would do something like that. You see, ma'am, I think you're a megalomaniac. I think you feel that you have some power that you don't have. You feel like you have some power and control that you don't have. And here's the thing, I'm not the only person you've done this to. You've done this to Adventure AZ Dana. You've done this to Will. You've done the same thing to so many people on the internet. I don't understand. Talk about people, respond, do reaction videos. But when you go at people for months and months and years, you've been coming at me now for almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. Year and a half. Now, actually 2 years. Almost 2 years straight. You haven't stopped. You lost your channel. I tried to help you get your channel back as part of the settlement. It didn't happen. So I paid you the settlement. Then you started another channel. This one you're on right now. Then somehow you got it monetized. I think you put that under the GNA with the FEIN, Federal Employer Identification Number of the GNA. That's why YouTube hasn't pieced together that you're actually circumventing. And I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm not out to get your channel shut down. I'm not going that route with you ever again, because you don't play fair, man. You're out for blood. You're out to destroy innocent people because you're fucking miserable. That's the bottom line. I'm not out to destroy anyone. I'm only out here to help people. And that includes my girlfriend, Dawn. And you have the right to state your opinions. That's not her. That's someone trolling on her behalf. Oh, yeah, she never had any intention of running the GNA. She just wanted to be a worm and try to mess with you and get your money. Right. You're absolutely right, ODN. You are. Another thing, ma'am, you try to get a restraining order on me, a stalking order. I never stalked you. I never did anything to you. You have literally tried to destroy my life for no reason, simply because you don't like my opinions on the internet. I've never harmed you, ma'am. I've never done anything to you. And that would be my case. But all you've ever tried to do is go real life, go after my business, you go after my woman and myself. You try to paint me as an abuser, which I'm not, right? You steal my content. You've made your life's purpose on YouTube to come at me. And I've never done a damn thing to you. You're a sick woman. You really are a sick woman. You are. You're an obsessed, sick, creepy stalker is what you are. I stand tall on that, because everything you've done is documented. And again, I'm not interested in going legal at all. I can't control what you do. But whatever you decide to do, ma'am, I will defend myself. And see, I think you're just using this for content because you have nothing else. But I'm not going to sit back and let you keep talking about me when I haven't talked about you for many, 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 many months. And you talk about me all the damn time in community postings, on sock channels, on your channel. I'm only going to sit back for so long if one person continues to harass and bully me on the platform. And that's what you're doing. Now, I'm not here to play the role of the victim, but what you are, ma'am, is a bully. You are a cyber bully. And you are harassing myself and my girlfriend, Dawn. You are harassing us. And it's just you. Nobody else. No one else in that group. Okay? The other people, even the millennial dude and his business partner, they're out of this. They're not involved in this. This has to do with just you, ma'am. You, ma'am, out there in Florida. My phone messed up, had to reboot. Sorry about that. Again, thank you, ODN, for the $2.99 super chat. I'm going to do the whole trail today because I have enough time to. Dawn will make a public statement about this soon. I don't know when it's going to be. It might be in a few days. It might be within a week or so, or a week or two. Dawn's priority right now is not YouTube. It's getting healthy and spending time with me. And just because she's not on YouTube all the time doesn't mean there's anything wrong. You folks need to stop this crap. Stop fucking harassing Dawn and I. Stop trying to lead people to believe that I'm a harasser and abuser, which I'm not. If I was abusive, I'd be in jail. After two wellness checks. After 2 wellness checks. Unwarranted. And by the way, here's the thing, ODN. When you're running a business and you have an LLC, you basically Tia with the $50 super chat. You and Dawn are good people. Holy Moses. Big round of applause. Oh my God, Tia, that was unexpected. Holy Moses. Tia, Jesus Christ. God bless you, Tia. Wow. I hope you're not spending money on Dawn and I that you could be using for yourself. You know, Tia, I feel tremendous guilt when you donate. Same with you, ODN. I've known you folks for a while. But yeah, it is a business, and yes, we need to make money. But Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money. God bless you, Tia. Holy smokes, Tia, says ODN. I don't even know what to say about that. Thank you for ending the month with your donations, Tia and ODN. ODN, yours counts too, bro. Yours counts too. Thank you so much, ODN. You and Dawn are good people. We try to be. We try to be. Tia must have a better hand modeling job than me. I don't know what to say, ODN. Tia says, when I have it, I try to help, and it's not from my beautiful husband's insurance policy that has been said. Well, Tia, you know, I appreciate you saying that. You didn't have to say that. And I've got to know you to the point right now where I know you don't feel obligated to say that, but you're so tired of all this bullshit. You're tired of what they're putting myself and Dawn through, and they got you involved, and ODN's been involved for a while. These people just don't fucking stop, right? So you're like, fuck it. I'll just come out and say it's not from my husband's insurance policy. Who cares if it was? What would it matter where it came from? Like why does it matter where people's money comes from, right? As long as the money's coming from a legitimate source. So what? I believe you, Tia, but I'm saying even if it came from life insurance, that's a legitimate source of money. You have the right to spend your money and donate to creators that you like. There's no rule as to what you can spend life insurance money on and not. Like, these people are seriously mentally ill. They're mentally ill. It's either that or they're just really jealous or envious, and they say they're not. And then you get so super triggered with your community postings. 50-year-old man living at home with mom. No, we share the house. We share the house. We share the expenses. I mean, Are you jealous that you're not living there? Do you not like where you live? I'm not criticizing where you live. I don't criticize what you have and don't have. So why me? Why me, ma'am? Is it because you don't like my opinions? Or is it because you found a group of people where the majority of their audience is Coach Eli haters, and that's the only way you can gain traction and make any donations and have any relevancy out here? Those are all very valid, legitimate questions. Also, ma'am, you don't show your face on camera. I walk every day and show my face and my body. And I do it in the studio too. What's the problem, ma'am? What is really the problem? What is the problem? Respect, Tia says ODN. LOL says Tia to ODN. Tia says exactly. I hate the lies that are being said. He wouldn't care if I did. Tia says thanks, ODN. ODN says no problem. Thanks for being kind. Yeah, Tia, here's the thing. Whatever income sources you have, your own, your husband's, combined, life insurance, or whatever, that's your money. You can spend it any way you want to spend it. But these people are so mentally ill and so jealous, even though they say they're not, that they try to make you feel bad by saying, oh, you're spending your dead husband's life insurance on Eli? So what if she wanted to? And I say that respectfully, Tia, but I'm just basically saying what they say, right? How nasty they come off out of jealousy, right? It's all jealousy and it's insecurities, and it's just surreal. Hey, it's Ramon. He's coming back. He took a break on the I'll leave the front camera on. Say hello to Ramon. Let me know I'm rocking the microphone. Everybody say Ramon. Yeah. Have a good one, Ramon. See you next time, man. Have a great holiday weekend. Ramon is a cool dude. He's been out here every day, just like me, around the same time. Mad respect, Ramon. Mad respect. To all of you that are watching, most of you are banned because you're here for drama. I'm not here for drama. I'm just tired of this crap. It's stupid. When is it going to end? So what? You folks don't like my opinions. You don't like my living situation, right? You question how I make my money. You question how I live my life. You question every goddamn thing about me. Okay, we get the point. So how many more times are you going to question the same stuff? Why can't we just move on? Why is it the same shit over and over and over again? Right? See, now it's gotten to the point of where all of you folks, including you, ma'am, you're trying to destroy my livelihood. You're trying to take my girlfriend from me. You're trying to get my channel shut down. You tried to take my business from me. You tried to destroy me for no reason. I haven't done a goddamn thing to you at all. After everything you've done, I should be coming after you, but I'm not. I'm a much stronger and better person than you, and I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say, ma'am. I love my family. I love my life. I love where I live. I love my girlfriend. And we're doing just fine. And I'm the best fucking caretaker on the planet. Any of you women, if you were going through issues or got sick, would be lucky to have me taking care of you. Because I'll tell you what, ma'am, you're all alone. And when you get sick, who's going to be there to take care of you? Think about that, ma'am. Think about that. Starting to grow again. Beautiful and green. Wow, that's nice. I just had to show you the front camera there. Thank you again, ODN, for your $2.99 super chat. And thank you again to Tia for your $50 super chat. God bless you both. Tia says, I don't agree with everything you say, but that doesn't mean we can't be friends. That's what adults do. I appreciate that, Tia. But the one thing I can tell you is I stay true to who I am. I don't pretend to be somebody I'm not. You know? I'm not going to tell people what they want to hear just to keep them around. And maybe that's what you like and respect. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I'm just assuming whether we agree or disagree, I can only assume the reason why you're here is because you appreciate the straightforward honesty consistently from Don and I. I could be wrong, but yeah, I'll wait to see what you say. We can respectfully disagree, of course, and we have. And that doesn't change how I feel about you as a person. I think you're a wonderful person. I think you have a big heart and soul. You're a lot like Don in that way. There's a few people on the observation deck, so I'm not going to go up on the observation deck. Had a great conversation with Dawn before I went on this walk. First of all, I did tell her about what that woman was saying. I said, babe, you know that woman from Florida, you know, the one that stole my business and then sued me for it? Yeah. She goes, the one that took $1,000 out of our pocket? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, she said that she would gladly take you in and support you if you decided to leave me. And she would support you until you either got cleared and got a job or got some other kind of financial assistance. I said, what do you think about that, babe? Be honest with me. She goes, I would never leave you, ever. But if I did decide to leave you, which I'm not, it wouldn't be for her. She'd be the last person I'd ever go to for help. You really think, ma'am, you really think that no matter what my woman's going through, that she can't comprehend that you're not someone that she wants to be around? She doesn't have any respect for you, doesn't trust you, doesn't like what you've done to myself because it affects her too, what you've done to us. What you've done to us together is not good. And then you think you have the nerve, to offer her shelter if she leaves me? Ma'am, you're not capable of taking care of anyone as well as I am taking care of Dawn. I take care of people. I'm a good person. I'm a nurturing person. I wouldn't hurt a fly. But on the internet here, I will give you a piece of my mind and I'll share my opinions that you may not like. That doesn't mean I'm an asshole. That doesn't mean I'm an abuser. That doesn't mean I'm a bad person. It means I have an opinion. I have opinions that are different than yours. Everything you've done to me, ma'am, is over a difference of opinion. And you think that I'm harming people with my advice. I'm not harming anyone, ma'am. You're just fixated on me for some reason. You're fixated because there's an audience of people that will donate to you and watch you when you talk about me. That's the only reason. If you had no audience to watch me, ma'am, you wouldn't even give a shit about who I am. You would have never gone through any of this. That's okay. At the end of the day, karma has no deadline, and God has a plan for everyone. And at the end, we're all going to have to face God, and God decides whether we go up or we go down, ma'am. God's going to decide that. Those are facts. Tia says, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have respect for you and Dawn and the other ladies. I appreciate you for behind the scenes talks that gets that no gets okay. I think I understand what you meant there. You like the behind the scenes stuff, and yeah, no, I mean, we keep it raw and real. That's all this has ever been about, is keeping it raw and real. Fire Paragraph Raleigh, it started to rain, so we ended the dart game early. Oh, welcome back, Raleigh. How you doing? Yeah, T and ODN are here right now. Oh, ODN sent $2.99 earlier. Thank you, ODN, and TS sent a 50. God bless her. And it's not even about the money, Raleigh, but Tia is a good woman, like you said. You know, last week when this same woman came at her and accused, you know, Tia of many things regarding her late husband and involving me too. You know what, ma'am? Here's the thing. If anything, Florida woman, if anything, you're just another clown on YouTube like that, you know, Legion dude. Maybe this is all just fake instigated for you too. I think that's what it is, right? You're just playing your audience, right? And you're just acting like a clown. That's my opinion, ma'am. My opinion is that you're acting like a clown. I don't care what you call me. I don't care if you call me BG for Baby Gap. I don't care if you don't use my name. Here's the thing, ma'am, you don't even use my name anymore because you're afraid of being removed for that. And then you review my stream. I did skim through it, and you won't even show my actual video part. You cover it up with a cartoon version of me, right? And then you're still playing my audio, ma'am. Do you not understand that I could still, if I wanted to, I'm not going to, because you make a lot of litigious threats that are just ridiculous. So I'm not going to flag you. I don't care. But just so you know, ma'am, I can flag your video for the audio portion. If you think, here's the thing. If you're trying to save your channel from reused content, ma'am, if you're trying to save your newly monetized channel which is probably under your GNA FEIN because your social was attached to the last one, so that's how you're fooling YouTube and Google. That's how you're circumventing. I got it. I'm not a dumb shit, ma'am. But if you want to protect your channel from going down or from being removed from the YouTube Partner Program again, and this time for reused content, stop reusing my content. Just because you're putting pictures on top of my actual video, you're still playing my audio. That's still a reused content. And you will be popped. I guarantee you, ma'am. I'm going to say this. I guarantee you, ma'am, that by the beginning of the new year, just as what happened to your other channel when you pushed the boundaries, that was monetized. By the beginning of 2025, January, February at the latest, you will be removed again from the YouTube Partner Program. It will have nothing to do with me flagging you. I don't flag you. I don't flag. There's no need for me to flag anymore. I don't care. I don't follow you guys anymore. But you're going to basically get yourself removed for reused content, including me. The same thing every time. Same thing that happened to your buddy Bill. Same thing that happened to Bill on the BH channel, right? I'm not going to say what BH stands for. That's his channel. And now, Billy boy, you're out on Rumble simulcasting me, right? Because you're obsessed too. You're an obsessed creepy stalker too, right? You're all obsessed, right? You're all obsessed with Eli when I never talk about you folks. Miserable fucking clowns, all of them. Revelations, how you doing, brother? I got your Cash App right, Eli. I don't want to pay YouTube anything. Oh, hang on a second. Hey, Raleigh, thank you for the 20 on Cash App. Did you hear that? Raleigh, thank you for the 20 on Cash App. Much appreciated. Yeah, no worries, man. You know, whether it's Cash App, PayPal, or YouTube where they take 30%, I don't care. Like, it's not a big deal. Some people enjoy the super chats. It's not a big deal for me. Oh, hey, the Florida woman, they called the cops. Now the chopper's coming to get me. Look at this. The chopper's coming to get me. There it is. They're looking for me. I'm over here. Can you see me? Yeah, I'm right here. Well, I guess she wasted her money. Thank you, Raleigh. Thank you so much for the $20 Cash App. Much appreciated. We're actually at $72.99 on the last day today. Thank you, folks. I mean, God bless the three of you. You see, this is just three people, three good people, right? You don't need a big audience to make a decent living on YouTube. You need basically 20 or 30 regular supporters. That's all you need, really. Now, you know, building more is great, but thank you again, Raleigh. Appreciate it. It's the FBI chopper. Actually, it was the KGO News Talk Radio 81, 810, you know, 810 on the AM dial. Hey, Raleigh, that was my version of fake instigated drama, right? The Florida woman calls the FBI, and the FBI launched their chopper. The closest FBI branch is in San Francisco, so it's that ways north back behind me. It's like 30 minutes south, so well, if she actually called them and they launched a chopper, it could get down here in about maybe 10 minutes or so. Because those choppers can go about 200 miles per hour. So, you know, it's like 30 miles south. Yeah. They'll get down there in like less than 10 minutes. I don't address any people that threaten to sue people or who actually do. Well, Raleigh, at this point, honestly, I don't care. Maybe she threatened you too. I'm sorry if she did. I'm just tired of it, right? I'm tired of it, and I've done nothing wrong. I know I've done nothing wrong. And, you know, after a while, especially, you know, if they bring in my girlfriend, and see, these are the things that other people like Tia are seeing. They bring in my girlfriend and they say, "Oh, I'll take Dawn in if she leaves Eli." Okay, that's the final straw. That's when I'm going to jump in and give you a piece of my mind. I'm telling you, bro, she wants that pepperoni. I don't think so, bro, and I don't care. It's whatever gets attention, right? This is the most attention she's ever gotten. And she doesn't realize, or maybe she does realize, the only reason why those people are there is because she's talking about me. It's my haters. She doesn't have a real audience. That's why she can't run her GNA. Her version of the GNA, she can't run it because people are bored of it. They're not into that. They were never there for her running a GNA. They were there for her trashing me. So that's why she went back to creating drama, because the GNA wasn't doing it. Now, if she wants to build her GNA on the side, so be it. But when are you going to build that when you're working a day job and then you're also doing drama YouTube content? There's no time to build a GNA. So further proving that you never wanted to build it in the first place. I'm just stating what's happening and what's not happening, right? But what you're going to do is spin it out of context. You're going to make your threats again because that's what you do, because that's what your audience wants. Your audience wants you to threaten me. Your audience wants you to trash me and say, oh, you live with your mom at 50 years old and this and that, and your mom pays your bills. No, she doesn't. And no, we share the house. We don't live together. Don and I live in the in-law units on the 3rd floor. And we all share in the expenses. Now, I'm covering Dawn's portion right now until we figure out, what's going to happen with her medically. But it's just really, really sad how triggered this woman is for no reason. I've done nothing to her. I've done nothing to you, ma'am. You're triggered by the videos I make to the general public. Fine. You're entitled to your opinion, ma'am, but you've become a creepy fucking stalker. Honestly, you've taken it way too far. I've never done a thing to you at all. All I've done is defend myself, including when you sued me. I had to countersue you for intentional infliction of emotional distress. And that's what you're doing. You're still causing me emotional distress. And you're causing my girlfriend Dawn emotional distress. And you think she'd want to come live with you instead of me? Are you out of your mind? She hungry, bro. Tia says, that is just being the B word to sue you. Unbelievable. Well, I've done nothing to her at all. Obviously, she knows I have a case regarding emotional distress, because when we were battling the other case that she sued me on here in San Mateo County where I live, she tried to dismiss my counterclaim twice, and both times she was rejected. So it's obvious to me that that she was worried, because she knows what she's done and she knows what I have. And it's not that, listen, ma'am, I don't want to get you in trouble. I'm just saying, hey, I can let things slide if you just go the fuck away. Like, I'm the kind of guy that just wants this whole thing to end. That's all I've ever wanted. And I did walk away, and you just kept going. So I'm here back right now just for the time being. I'm not going to talk about you every day. I'm here to say, where does this go from here? What more are you going to put out that you already haven't put out? I understand you don't like me. I understand you don't like my living situation. You think I don't have money. You think that my mom takes care of everything. I you think I'm harming people on the internet. Like everything you say about me is negative. There's not one positive thing you said. The only positive thing you said was when I paid you early. The $1,000, I had a payment plan of 4 months. I paid you off in a month and a half. And I had to move some money around to make that happen. But I wanted to get you off my back. And then you wrote me an email saying that was very professional. You handle your business very professionally. I do. Yeah, of course. You got paid $1,000. You stole $1,000 from me. You played me, ma'am. You didn't play me. You put me in a position where there was nothing I could do. The only thing I could do was settle, or we would still be probably battling this today with attorneys and costing us money. You knew I wasn't going to go that route. I knew you weren't going to go that route. So we had to settle. And you took that settlement and said, let me try to get at least $1,000 out of him. And you did. And you're still not satisfied. Still not satisfied. I'm coming out here being raw and real, sharing the truth. I moved past it. You have not. Apparently, you're not done taking from me. You want to take my fucking heart and soul too? What more do you want to take from me, ma'am? Or try to take from me? What more do you want to try and take from me solely on the fact that we have a difference of opinion? I've never done anything wrong to you, ma'am, at all. I'm going to ask you to move on and leave me the fuck alone. Stop making postings on me on the same thing. Stop making content on me. Move on. Do I think you're going to do it? No, but I'm asking you to, for the record, I'm asking you to move on. You're a megalomaniac, ma'am. You think like ODN. Do you think she's a megalomaniac? I'm telling you, dude. She fancies you. She probably thinks, I don't know, dude. I'm not going to say that, but I don't know. Tia says she is so miserable. She wants to make others miserable too. This is entertainment for her. And then ODN says, I think she has done in Kroger syndrome. What is Kroger syndrome? Yeah, there's just something not right about her. Like her behavior is just off. Like she just won't stop. I can ask her nicely, she won't stop. I could leave YouTube, she won't stop. Like there's some obsession with her regarding me, ma'am. And if there's no obsession regarding myself or Don, but more so me, then prove it by at least not talking about me or posting on me for 1 month starting today. Okay, I bet you, okay, here's the thing, man. I bet you that you can't even go 1 month without talking about me. You're not capable. If you can go 1 month without talking about me or posting on me, and that means going on their channels to talk about me, that means just keeping your mouth shut and not writing anything at all and not making any videos for 1 month. Then you can prove to me and everyone else that you're a strong, stable person. But no. I bet you'll be back later tonight or tomorrow posting about this, streaming about this, because you have no emotional self-control. You can't contain yourself. You can't. But if you think you're a better person than me and stronger than me emotionally, then show us by backing off for a month. I backed off for a while, for many months. I'll just let you run your mouth. I haven't paid attention to you. I have you blocked everywhere. You haven't stopped. I've proven myself. I have emotional self-control. You don't. I don't think she's a professional footstool. I don't know what that is, man. Tia says, you may disagree. I feel she is far worse than Jay. No, I agree with you. She is far worse than the Legion guy. Out of everyone, like, she's also friends with the drama channel woman. And the drama channel woman is even much more tame. I'll give you props, ma'am. We used to be friends. You are much more tame than this Florida woman. You and Jay from the L channel actually, you know, I'll give you some credit. You guys have come out and been vicious at times, but you have a lot more tact than that Florida woman. And I know the drama channel's friends with the Florida woman. So I'll at least come out and give props to Jay and to the S lady from the drama channel, and basically say that you guys are far more tame and more reasonable than that other woman. I still don't agree with a lot of stuff you guys do, but you're a lot more tame. And you're a lot more prone to respect people's wishes when they ask you to stop. That T woman in Florida is uncontrollable. She's out of control. I see her as a grunt, says ODN. Tia says ODN with the smiling emojis times 4. I think she's a professional footstool. ODN says, I see her almost as muscle for them, even though she's not very smart. She's probably smarter than all of them put together, so she is dangerous. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I honestly, I don't think she is smarter than J and S. I think J and S are both way smarter than her. I just think the Florida woman, the T woman, I think she's always had a fight or flight attitude. She's experienced a lot in life. She's probably dealt with a lot of trauma herself. And she's been through things and had to rebuild herself many times. So she's a fighter regarding everything. Like, she's always in fight or flight mode. And because she's been through so much, and I'm not saying this to be rude, you know, I mean, I don't think she has a whole lot to show for, which I'm not criticizing that, but it'll make sense when I say I don't think she has. I think she knows she doesn't have a whole lot to lose. It's like she doesn't have a whole lot to lose, so she takes chances, because even if she loses, what's she gonna lose? There's not much to take, right? Some people live like that. That's my opinion. That's not a fact. That's an opinion. But I agree with you, Tia. You know, J and S are much more tame and much more reasonable than this T woman. ODN says they are using her as a grunt. She's pretty much their muscle, but they don't realize she holds all the cards. She has all the dirt on them, and she could control their whole show if she was smart enough. I'll disagree with you on that, ODN. I'll disagree with you on that. I think everybody has done some stupid shit a time or two that we all regret, right? So I don't think anyone's being held by the balls here, ODN. I think this is just a group of friends that have an audience primarily of Coach Eli haters, and they're revenue sharing. Like, the J guy no longer wants to do my content or as often. He has other things to make a little extra money on. So he'll dish off the Eli content to T and S, primarily T right now, right? Sometimes to the BH channel with the guy named Bill, but he got demonetized and he's now on Rumble. So he'll dish it off with the stipulation that they're all revenue sharing, right? So I don't think there's any, blackballing going on amongst the three. I think there's an understanding. I think there's a handshake deal of revenue sharing going on. Honestly, do you think there's anything they have on her that they could keep her from releasing dirt on them for donations? I doubt it. Dude, it's not about that. No, dude, it's not about that, dude. It's about ODN. Listen, I've been trying to explain this for years. And even they've come out and said it before. It's about clocking in and clocking out, dude. And in this case, it's about, there's a large Eli audience that still follows them. And the problem is the J guy has other things he needs to do to make him money. But he also, wants to make some money from the Eli audience. And because it's not as popular as it was, he dishes that off to the ladies and they revenue share. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. So no, all it has to do with ODN is revenue sharing. That's all it is, man. And they have to amp it up and make shit up that's not true to keep that Coach Eli hate audience interested, right? But see, the Coach Eli audience, they think everything that these women are saying is true. And the majority of it is either not true or taken way out of context. I'm not saying everything isn't true that they're saying, but most of it is. And the parts that are true are spun way out of context. So, they do that to keep the audience around. ODN says, you're probably right. She does seem kind of slow. She makes a far better footstool than a general. All that woman is doing is revenue sharing, I think, with JNS regarding the Coach Eli. Well, it's not Coach Eli anymore because I'm just Eli now. But they used to be known as the Coach Eli haters, or now the Eli haters, right? That's all this boils down to, bro. It's revenue sharing. Because the audience, here's the thing. I hate to admit it, but you got to give credit where credit's due. The person that built the Eli hate audience was Jay. So technically, it's Jay's audience. So when the two other women, T and S, do the Eli streams, they have Jay's Coach Eli hater audience that they would not have had otherwise. So do you understand? Like, they all work as a team, and it's all about revenue sharing. At the end of the day, they clock out, and they don't even care about Dawn or myself or anyone. Do you understand what I'm saying? The funny thing at the end of the day is they don't even care about myself or Dawn or anyone. They say what they have to say to keep the audience around and to incite the most donations, and then that way their cut is higher. Everyone's cut is higher and everyone wins, right? And see, all of them have other jobs. They all have other jobs. So they do this on the side part-time. And if they make a little extra money, so be it. If they don't make much or anything, no big deal, right? That's what it boils down to, dude. I'm just keeping it real. Like, that's the truth of the matter. That's my opinion, but it's a strong opinion. And I know these people. I've been friends with them all before. Well, I was never friends with T, but I was friends with the other two in the past. Until they flipped the script and started, making trashy content on me. And then what am I supposed to do? How can you be friends with people that are trashing you and making money off of your name and your likeness and your content? You can't be friends with people that are doing that. You just can't. S has much more class in her. Oh, absolutely. Listen, I've known S for a while. I was close friends with her, and she has a ton more class than T does. But T and S are friends. And, I don't know. Maybe it's a business arrangement. Maybe they're legitimately friends. It's none of my business. I don't care. But yes. I mean, don't get me wrong, S. You've come at me too. She's come at me too. But nothing like T. Nothing like T. Right? And here's the thing. The truth of the matter is this. Right? The truth of the matter is that I've understood all along what J and S have been trying to do. So I've never had any intentions to go after them or anything. Even though I've threatened in the past, I've never had any intentions to go after them. Right? But T's a different story. And yeah, maybe they're using her. I don't know. I don't know what level their friendships are. I don't know if it's all business or a combination of business and pleasure. I don't know. But I will agree with you on that, Tia. We've all said some nasty things. I've said some nasty things by mistake in the past. So has S and so has J. But nothing like this T woman from Florida. You could take myself, S, and J combined on our worst day. And our worst day combined, the three of us, is better than Miss T's best day. So I'll tell you honestly, I was contemplating whether I wanted to do this show or not, and then I said, screw it. I want to talk about Megalomaniacs on YouTube, and I want to talk about the biggest megalomaniac that's coming at me, best example. I'm glad I talked about it because I think a lot of people that have been following my story for a while are learning a lot more about why these people are doing what they're doing. It's more like the psychological aspects of it, right? And I'm not trying to psychoanalyze anyone like these people do to me. These people try to psychoanalyze me every time. I'm just trying to put this in perspective and share my thoughts and opinions on why I think they're doing it, why they don't stop, right? That's all. Yes, they all have other jobs, LOL. I heard the J guy moonlights as a male escort. I doubt that, dude. He doesn't have the body for that. Jay is selling T-shirt and coffee mug designs on some other sites. I noticed this lately. I looked into it the other day for shits and giggles. Had a little extra time. But here's the thing, ODN. Jay is using copyrighted material. Jay, do you understand that using Cornholio is copyright of MTV and Mike Judge. Do you realize a lot of those drawings you're stealing? I don't understand why this guy won't create something original. You got Cornholio with Beavis and Butthead. That's copyrighted. You can't sell shirts with that. That's not transformed. And you've got all these other, comic characters that are copyrighted. And they're not even transformed. I think, and look, his graphics designing skills are not bad, but he has nothing original. Maybe his wolf logo was original. Why not focus on the wolf logo? Is it because people won't buy it? You have to sell other people's work to make money? That's copyright theft, man. Like, I don't care. Make your money. Try to get away with it. I don't care. I'm not here to get you taken down. I'm just saying, myself personally would not feel good making money off of someone else's work. Even if I was able to get away with it legally, I would feel like I'm not earning it. I would feel like it didn't come from me. I want to make money off of something that defines me and comes from myself and my bare hands. Dude, you're a copycat, dude. God damn, dude. I figured you'd learn by now, but you're still a copycat. God. So today, folks, here at the GNA, the Genuine Networking Association, or GNA for short, we've been talking about Megalomaniacs on YouTube. And it's not just this one person I was talking about. There's a lot of megalomaniacs. A lot of them. There are a lot of people that, come out here and, go at other people with a superiority complex and use them as content because they don't have any of their own content. And they trash people. Like, again, this woman's trashing me. And all I have to say is this. I'm not trying to compare anything to you, ma'am, but if I was to compare, what do you have that I don't have? I don't care to compare. What are you proud of that you have that I don't have? Again, I'm not trying to compare your living situation to mine. I wish you nothing but the best. I wish everyone nothing but the best. I mean, if I wanted to come at you, I could really scrutinize everything about you, but I don't want to because I'm not that kind of person. I don't want to create harm to anyone, including you, but you, ma'am, go at many people. I'm just one person that you're going at right now. You've gone at many people in the past. You get fixated on people, and you just don't stop. I don't antagonize you. I've never antagonized you. All I've ever done is defend myself against you. Now, as far as Adventure AZ, Dana channel, she antagonized you. But you antagonized her. She kept on antagonizing you to make it worse. I'm not antagonizing you. All I'm doing is calling you out on what I see you doing, and I'm asking you, why are you doing it? What's your point? I'm presenting it in a logical way that makes sense. Other people you've gone at have kept the fire going because they attacked you too. I could attack you, ma'am, but I won't. And there's a lot for me to talk about, but I won't. And you know what I'm talking about. I really hope at some point you move on. I really hope you understand, ma'am, at some point, if you don't stop, I will take some action. And it might be copyright, and it might be an emotional distress situation. I'm telling you, ma'am, like, if you keep on pushing the boundaries, and I'm going to set boundaries with you, even though I don't like that word, I'm going to like that word with you. I'm going to set my boundaries right now, and if you break my boundaries, ma'am, then don't be surprised, right? If I sometime down the road decide to file a copyright on you and you want to say, oh, back to the court we go, then that's cool. We can go to court and I will get my stuff federally registered, and then I will also add on emotional distress and all that. If you want to play the game, ma'am, if you want to keep playing the game, that's up to you. But I'm done playing the game. You play the game at your own risk. You do what you got to do. But I'm going to do what I have to do. And don't be surprised. Right now, I'm going to do nothing. Tomorrow might be a different day. Next week might be a different time. And I will take action if I have to, quietly. And I don't care if you threaten to sue or whatever. I'll just deal with it as it comes. I'll just defend myself. That's all I'm going to do. I hope it doesn't go there. I don't really want it to go there. But if you don't stop at some point, ma'am, we're going to end up back there. I'll be right there to support you. Well, thank you, Tia. Odin says, yes, yes, they all have. Okay, I already read that. All she has to do is move on. That's it. Just move on. We are at 87 minutes, an hour and 27 minutes. I look forward to going home, spending time with Dawn. Dawn and I had an incredible conversation earlier. It was a heartfelt, very emotionally bonding conversation. And it had really nothing to do with what that tea lady said after me telling Dawn. It had to do just with where her and I are at and how much love and respect we have for each other, regardless of what's going on, regardless of what's happening with me, what's happening with her, regardless of what the trolls and haters say, regardless about what our families say. At least my family loves myself and Dawn. I'm not talking about her family for many reasons. We'll just keep it at that. Maybe one day that'll get. I pray to God one day that gets better. I do, right? But Dawn and I had. Let me just walk over here for a second. A few more minutes here, okay? Let's go to the cool marina. Let's go to the cool marina here. Look at the boats and the water and the palm trees, right? Still waiting for that FBI chopper to come back and take me away. Or what about that that commercial with the bath? What do you call it? The bubble bath. Calgon, take me away. Remember that commercial? Calgon, take me away. They don't make them like they used to. Don and I were talking about taking an Epsom salt bath tonight. We do that together, typically once a week, sometimes a couple times a week. Like you folks wanted to know, but hey, we're transparent anyway, it doesn't matter. Slight breeze right now, it feels good. Yeah, I told Don one of these days and we make it big. Yeah, we're going to buy our boat, and we're going to dock it right in one of these slots here. I'm sure there's at least a couple slots available. And then we'll come on the boat, go out into the SF Bay, which, you go out that way over there. TS says, that's so good to hear, Eli. Love some. Some don't have good communication. Oh, okay. Okay, that's so good to hear, Eli, with the heart. And then some don't have good communication. I've always said, Tia, communication is, one of the key elements to success in anything. Business relationships, friendships, dating relationships, marriages. Without a constant flow of two-way communication, you really have nothing. And, I was talking with Dawn today, and, she was saying, like, sometimes we struggle to communicate. And I said, maybe I felt that way too, but really, I don't think we've ever really struggled to communicate. I just think we have so much love for each other that we're both trying so hard to protect each other. And, when we're not trying to protect each other from the other, we're trying to protect each other from the evils of the world. Like, Dawn's been trying to protect me from the YouTube stuff and stuff with her family, right? And I've been trying to protect her from the YouTube stuff and other stuff with her family. And, like, with my family, my family's really laid back and chill, Like, my mom she has her moments, but my mom is really laid back, and, she's been through a lot in life, and she's just become a very, very strong woman. I have a lot of love and respect for my mom. Like, a lot of love and respect for my mom. And even Dawn loves my mom. At this point right now, it's like, she's like a second mom to Dawn. But yeah, communication is important. It's the most important thing. And I said to Dawn, I said, look, again, you and I are just trying to protect each other. And it's like, sometimes on camera it appears like we're fighting and stuff. Dawn and I have never had a fight. Like, we've had some disagreements and stuff, but the disagreements are to protect the other from the evils of the world. Like, it's never about, like, when Donna and I have disagreements and stuff, it's never about our relationship. It's about the outside world and stuff. And we're just trying to protect the other from the outside world. And, sometimes it's like I try to protect Dawn from the stuff that she's been through regarding her family and her kids and all that. I don't want to get too far into it, out of respect for Dawn. We're not talking about that right now, but, I'm just saying briefly, when Dawn gets frustrated, it's because she has a lot of love for me. And, she feels that, I don't listen to her sometimes, or I cut her off. But I don't mean to do that, and I don't think I am doing that. Maybe at times I am. Other times, maybe it's just a trigger for her because she's been cut off by so many people in life, and it's a trauma. I don't know. But the truth of the matter is, I'm just, I'm just learning how to better communicate with her because I love her and I respect her and I appreciate her, and she's real. She's absolutely the most real person I've ever met in my life. And here's the thing, ODN. You said people are jealous of you and Don, Eli. Don't let them get you down. No, dude, I'm just being real about it. I'm saying, look, um, I say this with respect to both my woman and myself. Maybe her and I are two fucked up people, but we're fucked up together, right? Again, maybe her and I are both two fucked up people, but we're fucked up together. And we're two fucked up people that have the biggest heart and soul on the planet. And we just want to help people better their lives. That's all we want to do. You know? And so many crazy things get in the way. Tia says, you're real on camera, but behind the scenes, you are more compassionate. People don't see that. Tia, let me come over here. Tia, yeah, you're right about that. But I think they do. I think they do realize that people are going to be a little bit different on camera than behind the scenes. Like, I try to be the same person on camera as behind the scenes. I don't want to be any different, but I'm used to doing, live streams and videos and podcasting. Like, Don wasn't used to that. Most people aren't used to that. So when you get people that aren't used to being, in front of a camera, especially live on the air, sometimes it throws them off a little bit, right? And people that are new to it don't understand the etiquette of, live streaming and other stuff. There's a couple women waiting by the gate to come in. I think a guy is coming to let them up. Let me come in here into the dog park. This dog park, like I've said before, oh, they just let them in. They're all going to go on a boat cruise. It's a nice night. It's a little windy, but not that much. But nice night for a cruise on the bay with the boat. I'd love to bring Pochi and Buster here, but this is for tenants only. Villas at Bear Island, residents and their pets only. I'm sure if I brought Pochi and Buster, they wouldn't say anything, but I'm not a rule breaker. But it's a cool. You gotta admit, like, for an apartment complex to have a nice little dog park like this, and this is AstroTurf. I've shown this before, but it's been a while. This is AstroTurf, So I'm leaving because somebody's bringing their dog into the dog park right now. You can see it back there, like right there. Thank you to the 47 people or the 49 people that are still here. Again, thank you, Tia, for your $50 super chat. Thank you, ODN, for your $2.99 super chat. And thank you, Raleigh, for your $20 Cash App. What a beautiful way to end the month. We love you all. We appreciate you all. I got out here a little bit earlier So I stayed on a little longer, but I really got to get back. I forgot. I got to cook Dawn her artichoke. No problem. I believe in you and Dawn. Thank you, Raleigh. I appreciate it, man. I'm learning a lot more about you, Raleigh. You're not really a bad guy. Like we all got caught up in some stuff, but I appreciate you, and I hope that your hand is doing better. You can never thank people enough. You know, some people, they might do a brief thank you when they get donations and they move on. But like, honestly, for me, you know, the fact that you can just, you know, get a selfie stick and a camera and walk around and talk to people and get money for it, it's just surreal to me. Yes, you know, we need the money for the business and all, but it's like we're literally getting paid to talk with you and show you scenery. Now, don't get me wrong, I try to bring some interesting and engaging topics, but the point of the matter is you're still paying us to talk with you. and you know, you have to, as a creator, respect that and appreciate that about people, and most people don't. They take it for granted. And I don't. That's why you'll hear me, you know, thank people 4, 5, 6 times, even for a 99-cent donation during the same show. But anyway, I'm about to get on out of here, folks. I'm going to go home and cook some dinner for Dawn and I. We're going to do it together, and then we're going to take an Epsom salt bath. And then tomorrow, who knows? Maybe I'll do 2 shows. Maybe I'll do one from the studio and one from a walk. But definitely at least a walk tomorrow. Hopefully 2 shows. The studio show, if I do it, will be on the main channel. Links below in the description. G&A, Genuine Personal Development, the main channel. Whoops. Tia says, I'm back. Can you folks see me? I'm still back. To the 27 people that are still here. You know, no, Dawn can bypass my do not disturb. So can my mom, my brother, and a few other people. So, yeah, no, she just wanted to. She was taking a nap, and she wasn't watching the show today, and so she wanted to see where I was at. I said, I'm just about to end. And I told her hello from everyone, and it's all good. Thank you, Raleigh. Thank you again, Raleigh, for your $20 Cash App. Thank you, TF, for your $50 Super Chat. And thank you, ODN, for your $2.99 Super Chat. Another month in. Another month done. Don, I love you all. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow morning for a show on the main channel from the studio. And then another walk in the afternoon. Let's keep it rocking and rolling, folks. Like, no more drama. Just, and this wasn't even about drama today. This was just about, you know, hey, this is about, you poke the bear, you know, you keep poking the bear over and over and over again. The bear is going to respond at some point and give you a piece of its mind. That's all. Lesson learned. With that being said, have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.